Welcome back to What Is, the show where we take the things you see every day and peel back the layers until we find the weird, the wonderful, and the occasionally nonsensical history underneath. Today, we're looking at a day that is simultaneously a global party, a logistical nightmare for accountants, and the single most profitable 24 hours for gym owners who know you'll never show up in February. We're asking, what is New Year's Day? But what actually is it? I mean, besides a giant cosmic reset button we all agree to press once the Earth completes a 365-day lap around a giant ball of fire. Technically, New Year's Day is the first day of the calendar year. But, as it turns out, Day 1 hasn't always been where it is now. For a long time, humanity couldn't even agree on what one was. If you lived in ancient Babylon about 4,000 years ago, you wouldn't be wearing a 2025 headband or waiting for a ball to drop in Times Square. Your new year started in mid-March, during the vernal equinox. It makes sense, right? Flowers are blooming, crops are being planted, life is starting over. It was an 11-day festival called a Kichu. They'd even involve the king, who had to be ritually stripped of his power and slapped. Yes, literally slapped, until he cried. If he cried, it meant the gods were happy. If he didn't, well, bad news for the harvest. Suddenly, your uncle's New Year's Eve karaoke doesn't seem so bad. Other cultures had their own ideas too. The Egyptians waited for the Nile to flood. The Greeks waited for the winter solstice. It was a bit of a mess. Then came the Romans. Originally, their calendar only had 10 months and started in March. This is why September, October, November, and December have names that mean 7, 8, 9, and 10, even though they're now the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th months. Someone clearly failed math at the Roman Academy. It wasn't until around 46 BC that Julius Caesar stepped in. Julius was a guy who liked order, and he decided the calendar needed a makeover. He introduced the Julian calendar and declared January 1st as the start of the year. Why January? Because of Janus. Janus was the Roman god of beginnings, gates, and transitions. He's the guy you see in old statues with two faces, one looking back at the past and one looking forward to the future. He was the original New Year, New Me influencer, but even then, the world wasn't totally on board. During the Middle Ages in Europe, the church thought celebrating on January 1st was a bit too pagan and party-heavy. They moved the new year to more religious dates like December 25th or March 25th. It took until 1582, when Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar, for January 1st to really stick. Interestingly, when the Gregorian calendar was adopted, some countries had to literally delete days from their life to catch up. When the British Empire finally switched in 1752, people went to sleep on September 2nd and woke up on September 14th. People actually rioted in the streets because they thought the government had stolen 11 days of their lives. Imagine the confusion of trying to set an alarm clock back then. So, that's the when. But what about the how? New Year's Day is one of the few truly global holidays. But how we celebrate it varies wildly depending on how much you like fruit, fire, or furniture. In Spain, the tradition is to eat 12 grapes, one for each stroke of the clock at midnight. If you can't swallow 12 grapes in 12 seconds without choking, you're in for a year of bad luck. It's basically extreme sports for fruit lovers. In Denmark, people save up their chipped or broken plates all year just so they can throw them at their friends' front doors on New Year's Eve. The more broken china you have on your doorstep the next morning, the more friends you have. In any other context, that's a neighborhood dispute. In Denmark, it's a popularity contest. In many Latin American countries, If you want to travel in the new year, you have to pack a suitcase and walk around the block with it at midnight. Even if you aren't going anywhere, you're just a person in pajamas carrying a bag of socks around the neighborhood. And then there's the food. In the southern United States, you eat black-eyed peas for luck and collard greens for money. In Japan, you eat soba noodles, which represent longevity. In Scotland, they have first footing, where the first person to cross your threshold after midnight determines your luck for the year. Ideally, you want a tall, dark-haired man carrying coal or shortbread. If a short, fair-haired person shows up empty-handed, well, better luck in 2026. But beyond the plates and the peas, there's a psychological side to New Year's Day. Social scientists call it the fresh start effect. Our brains love a clean slate. We treat January 1st like a cosmic undo button. It's the day we decide we're finally going to learn French, write that novel, or stop eating cold pizza over the sink at 3 a.m. Research shows that people are significantly more motivated to tackle goals when they're framed as a new beginning. We categorize our lives into old me and new me. Of course, the new me usually lasts until about January 12th, a day some researchers actually call Quitter's Day. That's the day most people give up on their resolutions. But hey, there's always next year, right? Janus is always looking back, probably shaking his two heads at us. Ultimately, New Year's Day is a human invention designed to help us make sense of time. Time is a continuous, relentless river, but we like to put little fences in it so we can stop, catch our breath, and say, okay, that part is over. Let's try again. It's a day of hope. Whether you're watching a ball drop in a crowded city, eating grapes in your kitchen, or just enjoying the one day of the year when the mail doesn't come and the world feels a little bit quieter, New Year's Day is about the possibility of change. It's the only holiday that isn't about a person or a specific historical battle. It's a holiday about the future. And even if we've been celebrating it for 4,000 years, the feeling of waking up on January 1st with a blank calendar and a fresh pot of coffee never really gets old. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the first page of your calendar, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to What Is for more explorations into the stories behind our world. What's a New Year's tradition in your family? Do you throw plates, eat grapes, or just sleep through the whole thing? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and here's to a great year whenever you decide yours begins.